We have all seen gaudy displays of wealth. The guy driving around his convertible Bentley flashing his Richard Mille watch and Louis Vuitton sunglasses. The woman walking around with her Hermes Birkin handbag and red-soled Louboutin shoes. But not all wealthy people flaunt their wealth in this way. In fact, most who have become comfortable and well settled in their wealth don't feel the need to show it off. Hello brewers. Welcome to another incredible video. In today's video, we will be looking at 20 non-obvious signs that someone is wealthy. At times, there are little things that rich people do that signal how rich they are. Here's how to find out if someone is secretly rich but hiding it. Number 20. They work for different reasons. Most of us work in order to make money and pay our bills, right? We also work to support our families and loved ones. Rich people work for experience. They have no problems trying unpaid internships or working only for the sake of making connections. While wealthy people often are treated nicely because of their family reputations, they also must contend with not being taken seriously. Many of them are assigned meaningless work by their bosses, and they grow frustrated. Since raising capital is not a problem, some rich people start vanity businesses that rapidly fail. This is because they do not have the motivation to work hard. Ultimately, they ended up joining the family business in some way and becoming a part of the empire that helped them rise to the top. The cycle will continue because their children will no doubt do the same exact thing. Number 19. They speak languages foreign to them. Rich people must live and work in an international community of high-profile earners. Sometimes, they need to make financial trades with international business people or negotiate with people in China, the Middle East, or Europe. While many people know the language of their heritage as well as English, rich people strive to go beyond and learn languages that will help them earn. Our emphasis on languages in the US has evolved. We used to learn Latin or German, and now we learn Chinese and Spanish. Wealthy people know that this is dependent on the markets. So if you spot a well-dressed fellow switching from English into flawless Hindi as he checks into his hotel, chances are he is a high roller. Number 18. Rich people never complain about money. You will never hear them talking about their bills, unforeseen expenses, or how to get rent this month in public. A settled sign that someone is well off financially is the fact that they never complain about money. People who complain about money are usually bad with it. You probably saw your friends or yourself do this. Number 17. They exhibit subtle style. Popular culture tells us that the uber-rich drape themselves in brand names such as Gucci and Prada. But this is actually untrue. Brands like this have started to focus on young people who are trying to appear wealthy. This is because rich people do not care about brand names. Instead, they buy brands that boast timeless designs and create styles that will last forever. Rich people also care about the high quality of material that is used by their favorite designers. Of course, the very wealthy have personal tailors who create outfits for only them. For women especially, you may be able to spot someone who is rich by the exquisite quality of their shoes. Number 16. It's hard to pin down their career to just one job. One of the most interesting signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy is that it's hard to pin them down on just one job. This can be confusing, since, "What do you do?" is often one of the first questions we ask when we first meet someone. If you ever met a low-key individual who smiled at that question and said something like, "Well, I do a few different things these days in Sector X and Sector Y," then you may well have been talking to someone with serious money. Number 15. They hang out with people who force them to level up. Have you heard the expression, "If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room"? Rich people seek out smarter than they are in some areas. This doesn't mean that they are looking for other wealthy people to hobnob with. Instead, they are looking for more intelligent people to learn from. Number 14. They emphasize life experiences over possessions. Rich people tend to emphasize experiences they have had or want to have over things they can simply buy. Wealthy people would rather travel to exotic new places and try new hobbies and sports than buy yet another car or go to a fancy restaurant. At Nikkei's Wade, we know what makes us, and you, happiest, traveling somewhere new as opposed to buying the brand new iPhone from Apple. Your life will be remembered for the experiences you have had and the people you have met, not the car or the TV or computer. Financially successful people know that life is built on experiences, not possessions. Number 13. The price tag is not essential. Well, of course, this is obvious, but there's a subtlety to it that comes from the way they think about spending money. When a rich person goes to a restaurant, they don't or rarely see the menu. Instead, they will ask the waiter what the chef recommends, and that is what they'll order. Or they get what they're craving instead of going through the menu for a budget-friendly. If you have to think about whether you can afford it or not, you probably can't afford it. Number 12. Privacy over fame. Most rich people you knew of have become rich in the process of becoming famous, but they are just 2% of the wealthy class. Everybody else is quietly and privately going about their business. Being well-known draws danger and drama that leads to depression, and they don't want that. Being rich and famous also makes you a target for those people who only want something from you. Many rich people have suffered and even taken their own lives because of the awful toll of fame. Those who survive know that privacy and wealth together bring more happiness than being famous ever can. Number 11. They have the right credit cards. The average person may never know this, but the color, as well as the weight of your MasterCard, Visa, or Amex, tells a lot about a person. When checking into a hotel or being seated at a 5-star restaurant, you better believe that the concierge or maitre d' noticed the weight and color of a guest's plastic and judged them accordingly. High-profile clients have cards with some weight to them, usually made of metal, and are colored boldly in black or gold. If you are wondering where the most affordable metal credit cards can be found, Amazon makes a nice one. Pick one of those up, and you can pretend you are a wealthy entrepreneur, that is until you become one. Number 10. They laugh at rich douchebags who show off. One of the best signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy is their ability to laugh at other rich people. In this sense, they're just like the rest of us. They find the antics and ego-tripping of some rich folks hilarious and ridiculous. They may share a laugh with you at a guy flashing his expensive watch ostentatiously or at someone using the "Do you even know who I am?" line on a restaurant server. Number 9. They do not complain about money. Yet another subtle signal that someone is rich is that they rarely complain about financial issues in public. Unlike normal everyday people, you will never hear them complain about phone bills or rent or cuts to their paycheck. Think about it, if you grow up wealthy and are accustomed to a certain level of financial stability, you simply do not think this way. Generally, many people who complain about money or are stressed out about their finances are not good at saving. We all have friends who rant about their lack of money but then do not work hard and spend their paychecks on silly things. Number 8. They bring out the talents and skills of others. People who are secretly rich often got there by maximizing the input of others. After all, one person can do some great things, but a team of people can take us to the stars. Secretly rich folks are keenly aware that everyone has value in certain contexts. They tend to be appreciative and observative of others and notice their contributions and skills. Then they create projects, endeavors, and partnerships that help bring those talents out. There's no investment more valuable than an investment in the future of a human being. The key word here is catalyst. Some of the wealthiest people I've ever met were less of a one-man show and much more of a catalyst. They provided platforms, funding, and places for others to grow and evolve. That brought them joy and fulfillment. It also tended to make them very, very rich. Number 7. They know just how to accessorize. We all love accessories, but rich people go beyond the pale. When you see someone with picture-perfect accessories that are well-suited to their daily activities, they are probably wealthy. We are not talking about gaudy purses or silly hats. We are talking about the right towel for the beach, the correct pair of shorts, the top-of-the-line sandals, pants, and t-shirts. The key here is to fit in with your surroundings and work with your setting. You will never see rich people with the wrong accessory. Instead, they will have exactly what they need at any given time. So, the next time you are at the gym, and you see someone with the perfect gym bag, water bottle, and towel, and you wonder where on earth they found them, they are probably rich. Number 6. They have and show off the family crest. To the rich people who you strive to emulate, family is everything. This is why you will see their beautiful family crest etched on their possessions. This might not be very subtle, but it is a nod to old money and the royal families of the past who passed down wealth from generation to generation. Monogrammed shirts and tailored clothing might be embossed with their family crest, and they will want people to know that they are a part of their family's illustrious tribe. We're sure you've seen the dashing Prince Charles and his gorgeous signet ring or the Saudis with their flashy garments. All of these engraved possessions say one thing: my family gave me a lot of money, and money is the only thing I care about. Number 5. They exchange money for time. Rich people understand the relationship between time and money differently than you probably do. Many times, you will observe people driving 25 or even 30 minutes out of their way just to save $6 on gas. While this might be acceptable for some, the ultra-wealthy understand that time is everything. They live busy lives and are aware that adding only an hour or two to their day can make them either more productive or more relaxed. You will often see a rich person boarding a helicopter to make a speedy run from the airport to a preferred destination or hopping on a private jet to attend a glamorous event. Why? It is all about a streamlined use of time and the philosophy that you can spend money to save valuable hours of the day. Therefore, you will find that one of the most significant differences between rich people and poor people is how they utilize their time. Number 4. They don't crave quick fixes and short-term profits. People who are secretly rich often raise their eyebrows at the nouveau riche or those who've come along and made a quick buck. It's not just a matter of taste and decorum, it's also that those who are truly wealthy, and don't show it, understand the value of patience and long-term thinking. They are willing to put off short-term profits or big bang ideas in favor of slow-burning plans and startups that could take years. They're in no rush, in fact, they savor the hard work and dedication that it takes to build something from the ground up. You'll often find secretly rich folks who can't start a new project soon enough even once they've enjoyed enormous success on their last one. That's because they love the grind and the process itself. They have the ability to delay gratification. This is probably the most important trait in this list, observes Bloom on his YouTube channel. Delaying gratification also means being disciplined. Nothing meaningful can be built overnight. Of course, learning to delay gratification doesn't come easy. And it takes a lot of faith in yourself and your talents. Number 3. They know appearance is, almost, everything. One of the biggest clues to spotting rich people is their visible health. People with a lot of money tend to have faces that glow, and they simply appear more athletic and toned. Specifically, their teeth are clean and gleaming white. This is because it is a priority to get their dental work. This makes them more presentable and even admirable to others. Diamond-set grills may be all the rage in rap videos, but the wealthy set makes sure their pearly whites do not distract since they are certain that a bad smile is a bad turnoff. Also, rich men are always well-groomed, and the women next to them have hair that is straight out of the salon. No roots will be visible, and their perfectly plucked eyebrows will match their hair color. Number 2. They emphasize education. We've saved the best for last here. Many of us are fixated on the entrepreneurs who drop out of school, invent an app, and then become billionaires. We look at these very rare success stories and decide that we also can bypass education. However, most rich people have not only college degrees but advanced degrees in business, finance, accounting, or other pursuits. Some even have advanced degrees in the humanities, which allows them to understand social situations, recognize social cues, empathize with others, and tell stories that sell products. Many wealthy people have law degrees as well. We can sum this up with this: successful people are always searching for knowledge. They are always learning more and more, and they never stop. That is part of what makes them so informed and capable of great things. Before we continue, take a second to smash that like button, subscribe and turn the post notification on so that you'd be the first to know whenever we upload. Finally, number 1 on our list is: they're skilled at forming new connections and sharing ideas. Some rich folks are recluses with oddball interests who don't like talking much. But even these types will usually have a strong ability to connect with who they want to connect with in their own weird way. One of the top signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy is that they understand the completely irreplaceable value of personal networking and forming connections. One of the most integral parts of becoming wealthy is building bridges instead of burning them down. As such, those who are rich will often display this ability to form connections and find commonalities with those around them. They will springboard off an idea at a get-together or conference and suddenly be pitching their ideas effortlessly without anyone even realizing. And that's our list for our video today. Do you have any encounters with people that turn out to be wealthy? Please share your story in the comment section. We would like to hear it. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.